Well, I wake up this morning to find that the channel has passed 70,000 subscribers. So I thought, what better way to mark this occasion than to take a look at what we're going to be looking at for Christmas. Now, obviously, while I've been mentioning this in videos since we announced we were going to go to Vegas, the reason we're down here for Christmas is that the children are not home for Christmas. Those mountains gorgeous. So because the kids aren't home for Christmas, we are in Vegas because the idea was, well, we could just stay home, have the house to ourselves, or we can have a trip, which I've never done in my life at Christmas time. And it is a lot of fun being here. And then the question of, well, why Vegas? Okay, well, I mentioned that too, but yeah, let's go ahead and do that. It is cheapest flights. We fly out of Seattle, which is where it seems to be the cheapest to fly out from, using an airline that's not Allegiant. I'm sorry, I read some really kind of scary reviews of Allegiant. I can handle that, Spirit Airlines gets bad reviews for being cheap, or maybe they don't clean up in between flights. That's something that I saw a couple of times. I haven't had that experience myself, but that's fine. It's when I hear about people smelling gas when they take off, and the plane having to go back to the airport due to the smell of gas in the cockpit and in the plane in general. That's when I'm like, I know that it's safe to fly, but yet still, they were on 60 Minutes. Oh, glorious. 2 segments, huh? That means they're super safe, because the second segment's talking about how the first segment doesn't even start to get into how safe they are. Some interesting things about Vegas. So I'll just zoom out. There are always taxis in your range of view from the street along the strip. At night, all of a sudden, there's ambulances constantly. It's 9 times out of 10, it's ambulances. Police cars tend to travel in twos, it would seem. And there are a ton of sirens all night, and then all of a sudden they stop. It is a fun city to watch. We have done absolutely zero gambling, which is why things are so cheap. They let you fly in cheap. They let you fly out cheap. You can get a cheap hotel here. We've got one of the more... ours is the second most expensive level, isn't it? In Excalibur?
There's a couple levels more expensive, yeah.
And yet it's still cheaper than some of the hotels in Abbotsford.
It's cheaper than the cheap rooms in Abbotsford.
Yeah. So...
it's still under $100 a night.
Yeah. So it is a cheap place to stay because they want you to spend money on the shows, which is the other thing you notice, which is the trucks that are driving around with billboards on the back of them, and they just drive in circles. I watched them one night while I was waiting for video to upload to try to figure out how many blocks they probably travel, but I gave up because I didn't really care. But it's interesting because you'll see the same ones over and over and over again. So because you don't see billboards along the strip, and there really isn't a whole lot of room to put them, they just throw them on the back of a truck and drive them around the city, which is really weird. Here comes one now. I hope this is family friendly. Here you go. Best price guaranteed. So yeah, they're always trying to sell you on tickets, and look at that. There's 2 trucks back to back with the exact same billboard on the back of them. And they just drive in circles. It's sort of like Truman Show, but not quite. Round and round. Round and round. We're just sitting here watching them go round and round. It's that same idea. And then you've got your tour buses, which are always on their way out and about. We were on those last time we were here to go to Hoover Dam. We haven't signed up for any tours this time. We wouldn't mind going out to the Red Rock Valley this time because it's much cooler. Today is 16 degrees Celsius. Now, that's the other problem. See, I would be totally willing to travel within Canada if right now it wasn't really winter. Like, just Canadian winters. Out on the West Coast, it's relatively warm compared to the rest of the country. So when we're getting crappy weather in the winter, I am well aware that the rest of the country is probably really, really cold. And right now, Yvonne and I can go out and walk around the city without jackets. So I thank the people who've supported this channel for bringing me here. And I also want to say, too, the other factor for the decision to come here is, on top of all the costs and everything, is the fact that there are so many subscribers to the channel who live in Vegas, like a ton. I have never been around that many people and had just so many. There you go, 2 cop cars together. Told you they travel in twos. I've never seen so many that will just walk up to me, and then there are other ones too. Yvonne and I have caught that are kind of looking, and they kind of know who I am. Maybe it doesn't register at first, but it's
The lady that sat in front of us yesterday.
Yes.
The game.
Yes.
It took her halfway through the game till she realized who we were.
Yes. It's been very, very different, and it seems like just for sheer concentration, it seems like there are a lot of people who've watched videos of mine who live in Vegas. Because again, I reported on Vegas. I took them seriously right out of the gate. I still do. I know there is a large portion of the hockey watching world that would love to see them fail and fall on their face. I'm not in that group, not because I've got subscribers from there, but because I think a league of 31 strong teams is best for the league. And I'd rather not see a really crappy, bad expansion team. And then with Seattle coming in, I don't want to see them being a crappy expansion team as well. But yeah, Vegas is a fantastic city, very friendly city. It's geared towards, it's geared towards tourism. Even the way that the police talk to me, knowing I'm a tourist, is different than the way I'd be talked to by Vancouver police, for instance, who were probably very likely to just tell me to just move along. Shut up, move along. Don't care who you are.
No, they wouldn't. They would not.
Might smack you in the head with their
That's not a thing. The police are always very nice.
No, they're meanies
They
up there.
are not.
RCMP always get their man or whoever's present.
No, they're not.
Yeah, no.
Not a thing.
That's absolutely a
They're
thing.
very talkative and very friendly.
No. Vancouver police, it's mean.
You must have done something stupid then.
I didn't do anything stupid. I don't know how that monkey got there. So there you go. So Excalibur, we're at the same hotel all week because it's awesome and because their Wi-Fi is the best that we found the last time we were here, which is through the MGM. And there are a lot of hotels that are all kind of interconnected. That's the other thing that's fun is when you come here during the summer and you're like, it's too hot outside for walking. Everything seems to be interconnected, so you don't really have to go outside for more than 30 seconds. There's underground passageways between certain casinos, so it's amazing, and you'll see a lot of families and kids here because it's kind of kid friendly. How kid friendly? I mean, there's parts of it that
Most of it. I would say the strip part of it.
yeah.
Once you leave the strip, that's where there's the kind of seedy stuff. But
Yeah,
this
yeah.
part of the area, absolutely.
Yeah,
Think of all the fun stores that kids would love to go to around here.
I think the kids would get caught up in how pretty the casinos are and all the lights.
There's a ton of kids, families. There's a lot of families that are staying in this one. We've got the arcade, and even the shows are family friendly.
Mostly.
Here, around, think about the shows in the hotels in this part of the strip.
Well, yeah, but Zumanity's in New York.
Right.
And it's
but
18 plus.
all the other Cirque du Soleil, there's the Tournament of Kings. Bunch of them are family friendly.
Very
Blue
true.
Man Group.
Blue Man Group's awesome. It was so fun to see them at the hockey game the other day.
That'd be a fun one to take kids to.
Yes. Yes, that would be fun to take kids to. All the buses. All the fun of Vegas. So again, thank you to the subscribers who've supported this channel the whole way along. This is our vacation for the year, and yes, I'm going to enjoy the next 3 days off by producing a lot of hockey videos because it's sort of what I do.
Yes.
There's no way around it.
No.
So even though we've hit 70,000, and one might think, well, it's Christmas, he's going to just take some time off. No, it's not me. definitely got some ideas surrounding the season of things to do for for the next couple of days. And there's another one of those billboard trucks. So weird. I don't think the girl trucks are out early on in the day.
Oh, maybe
The ones
not.
with the girl posters on them.
Do they have like the Cirque du Soleil trucks out right now?
Well, that one's changing around to a bunch of stuff. But yeah, it's a strange city. But if you've never been here, honestly, it's a very fun place to go. And the other thing I want to say too, in closing with Vegas, the really interesting thing for me is that a great number of people that I've met aren't necessarily born in Vegas, but they came to Vegas. So from all over the country, we've met some former Canadians who came down here too. I think.
Yep.
Haven't we?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. So it's
Kim's husband's Canadian.
right. Yeah. Yeah. And yes, it's a really interesting melting pot, as it were, that they've got here in Vegas. And having a view of the airport's fun because at night, when it's dark, we can see a line of up to 4 planes coming in at a time because it's a very busy airport. So there you go. Thank you guys again for all the support. There will be hockey content today, tomorrow, and on the 26th as well. And hey, look at that. It is not raining because I am not at home. Whereas at home, I'm pretty sure it's raining because, it's a day.
It snowed yesterday.
Yeah, it snowed yesterday. Oh, thank God we're here. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.